welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be switching out my tray from my March perfume tray and picking out fragrances for the month of April. Usually when I reach the end of the month, I am so ready for a new tray. I feel like I get so inspired and motivated whenever I change the perfume tray and I can focus on those fragrances. You guys already know how it goes. I love to dive deeper into the fragrances and just focus on that group of fragrances for that specific month. So that is the reason why I love doing a perfume tray. And as you can see, I do have a different setup. I found these trays on Amazon and I thought they were just so cute. I picked them up. I didn't even know if it was gonna stay or not. And so far I have left it. I cannot keep things the same for too long. I love to change my decor around, my fragrances, my clothing, my makeup. I just love to change. So with that said, let's get right into today's video. Before I get started, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't joined the Glam Fam, and let's get right into it. I'm going to empty out the tray, give it a little wipe down, and then we're going to start adding the new fragrances. Before I get started with the new fragrances, if you would like to hear a more in-depth video about the fragrances that I had on my tray for the month of March, you can go ahead and check out my perfume tray playlist, and in there you're going to find updates on the tray. I give you reviews and what I'm experiencing with that fragrance at the moment. So those updates are really helpful, and then this video is just to show you what is going to be on the tray for the following month and just the fragrances that you can expect me to talk about. I do love reviewing new releases, but I also find it super fun to just really give you guys reviews on the fragrances that I already have, even if sometimes it can get a little repetitive, but things change, our noses can change. So let's get right into it. So the first fragrance I'm going to be adding to the tray for April is going to be Dior's Poison Girl. Haven't used her in a while, and that's just the reason why I'm putting her on the tray. This one I can use for days that I am home before bedtime because it might be a little too hot outside to wear this one, but this is the EDT version, so it is a little lighter and I think it definitely can work year round. Next up, I'm going to be adding my old formulation of Misti Blooming Bouquet. I am going to try and finish this bottle because I did receive the new formulation. I don't want to have two of them, and I do think that with this specific release, the new formulation actually lasts a little bit longer. It just is a bit stronger. It's still not super long lasting or anything like that, but I did notice an improvement. So I do want to use this one up to keep the new one. Next up, you guys heard me talk a lot about Tocca Julieta, but I am going to be bringing out another Tocca fragrance that I have, which is Simone. And Simone is just a gorgeous fragrance. This one has watermelon. It is perfect for springtime and it is just very refreshing. Again, just very girly, flirty fragrance. So I cannot wait to use this one this month. Next up, I'm going to be adding Vulgare's Omnia Crystalline, which we are about halfway done with this one. I would like to also finish this one up. This one is just a beautiful everyday type of fragrance. It is woody, it is refreshing, it's crisp and clean smelling without it being soapy or laundry smelling, and it is just beautiful. I don't even think that this is being made anymore, so I don't remember if this is discontinued or not, but I have loved this one since I think like 2015 or 2016. It's just a beautiful fragrance. Next up, I'm going to be adding two Juliet Has a Gun fragrances. I think Juliet Has a Gun is one of my favorite houses, and Juliet Has a Gun almost always is a hit for me. So I'm going to be putting out last year's release, and this is Juliet Has a Gun Magnolia Bliss. This smells like the herbal essence, like the rose shampoo, but if you added like a little bit of spiciness from the ginger to it, and it definitely just feels more elevated, but you do get like that very pretty girl vibe out of this fragrance. And then the second Juliet Has a Gun perfume is going to be Not a Perfume. This is a favorite of mine, and I can literally wear this fragrance anywhere, at nighttime, during the daytime, and it's going to work. It is such a beautiful fragrance. It is very just airy and refreshing, and it has like this sexiness to it, but it's not like a deep or dark sexiness. It's just very inviting, and it just makes you smell very clean and put together and sexy. I love it so much. For a clean fragrance, this fragrance does have aldehydes, and I am not the biggest fan of that, but this fragrance did stay in my collection. I do enjoy it. I'm going to be using it again this spring, and this is by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is 724. This fragrance has all of those qualities that make it a very clean fragrance, but then in the dry down on my skin, I get like this sweetness that comes through, and also the sandalwood, which is a note that I also struggle with, is beautiful in this fragrance, and it works on my skin, and I feel clean, but it's not sharp. It doesn't give me a headache, and nothing in here is exaggerated or anything. Everything is done so beautifully, smooth, blended well together to give you a very crisp, clean fragrance. Next up, I'm going to be adding M. Micallef Ylang in Gold, and this is the special edition. Isn't this bottle beautiful? So sorry about my nails. These are press-on nails, and they are destroyed. I've had them for more than a week, so I need to change them out. But yeah, this is just such a gorgeous bottle. Perfect fragrance for hot weather, and a perfect fragrance to go on vacation. Sorry if you do hear noises, you guys. It is spring break. I got all of the kiddos at the house with me. So next up, I'm going to be adding Commodity Gold. I haven't worn this one since around the holiday time. I want to see how it does in like very hot weather to see if this is a fragrance that you can wear year round. But this is just a beautiful, dainty, airy vanilla scent. It's just beautiful. I love it so much, and I cannot wait to wear it again. I'm going to be adding two fragrances from Skylar. The first one is going to be Coconut Cove. This is a beautiful fragrance for warm weather, for spring, for summer. It is like a coconut fragrance, but to me, it just makes me think of like a coconut mojito or something. Like, it has this scent to it that makes you think of like drinks by the beach with a lot of lime. That's kind of what comes to my mind with this fragrance. Really nice and fresh. And then I'm also going to add Pink Canyon, which I told you guys this one reminds me a lot of MAC Turquoise. So I am going to be wearing it more often to see how this one wears, to see if this one lasts longer, or if maybe after wearing it a few times it doesn't even remind me of MAC Turquoise, because that can happen as well. But I am going to get to know this one much better this month, because the last time I focused on finishing up my MAC Turquoise, so I didn't really wear this one as much, but I want to just start wearing this one more often. Next up, I want to have a fragrance on the tray for a day that I might be going to dinner, or I'm just going somewhere that I want to just look a little more put together and cute, and I want the fragrance to be a little stronger, but I still want it to have like a spring summer quality to it. So I'm going to be adding Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. This fragrance right here smells similar to Flower Bomb, but you are going to have an added peach note in there that's just going to make it so delicious. So I cannot wait to wear this one again. I love it. I love peach so much. Next up, I'm going to be adding this fragrance that was sent to me by Addict, and this is Eat the Peach. You guys, look at this packaging. It is a very different type of formula, very moisturizing on the skin. If I'm not mistaken, I think this one is formulated without alcohol, but the scent is literally peach. So if you love peach, if you want to add peach to any fragrances, check this one out, because it smells like a bowl of peaches. It's sweet, it's fruity, it's juicy. It is just gorgeous. I'm going to be adding 3 celebrity fragrances to this tray. I'm going to be adding Jennifer Lopez Still. You guys know this is one of my favorite celebrity fragrances. A green tea, fresh smelling fragrance. It's so unique. There's also apple in here. I believe there's also rice. It's just a very unique fragrance. There's also orange blossom, which I pick up sometimes more than other times, but for the most part, it is like a green, fresh, not too green, because I don't like green fragrances like that. This is the perfect amount of green while still being feminine and pretty. I'm also going to be adding Ariana Grande's Cloud, just because it's time to finish up this bottle. There's not too much left in here, so I'm going to be finishing up this month. And then I'm also going to be adding Thank You Next. I love love this fragrance. I might like this one better than Cloud. I just get like this sweet, fluffy marshmallow fragrance. I believe there's also raspberry in here and coconut. It's just very fluffy, sweet, almost like a dessert, and lots of coconut. So if you don't like coconut, you might not like this one, but I am a coconut lover. Next up, I'm going to be adding some dupes to some niche fragrances that I want to use up some more. So the first one is going to be Red Temptation from Zara. Love this. The other day I sprayed the original Baccarat Rouge 540 on my wrist because I wanted to remind myself of how the original one smells. So now I'm just gonna be wearing Red Temptation to see which one I prefer and if I eventually want to get the real one. I am also going to be adding Juliana's Perfume Inner Beauty Exclusive, which is the dupe for Delina Exclusive. I ended up falling in love with this when I sniffed it the other day. I was doing a video and I tried this one on my skin and I ended up falling in love with it. So now I've been craving it. So I'm going to be wearing Inner Beauty Exclusive for the month of April. And then now from Okcha, I'm going to be adding Morning Rain. I know that these are dupes for the Byredo fragrances. I don't remember exactly which one. I think this one's a dupe for Gypsy Water. And then Gold Gem might be a dupe for Bal d'Afrique. But I haven't played with these enough since after I received them. So I am going to be wearing these for the month of April as well. Next up, I'm going to be adding Chanel Chance Au Tendre, and this is the EDT version. Just a girly, going shopping, going to the mall type of fragrance, perfect for spring and summer. And the last fragrance is going to be by Nest, and this is going to be Sunkissed Hibiscus. This is a very beachy, warm fragrance. It just makes me think of the beach. It makes me think of like the sunset, golden hour, just gorgeous. I cannot wait to wear this one this month. And then I'm going to be adding 3 travel sizes just to start using these up. This Ellis Brooklyn Sunfruit from last year. I am about halfway with this one. I love this one so much and I would like to eventually have a full-size bottle of this one. Beautiful, unique fragrance. I cannot wait to wear it again. That's the first travel size. I'm also going to add by Rosie Jane, and this is Dulce, which this is definitely more for like winter time, but I want to wear this one to bed because I just fell in love the day that I tried this one on. So I'm going to be wearing this one when I'm home or when I'm going to bed, not to go out because I'm not sure if it will do good, but I will give it a test just to make sure. And then the last one is going to be a perfume oil, and this is by Nest, and this is Balinese Coconut. So I'm going to be putting this one on the tray as well. This is gorgeous, and I'm going to be layering it with some coconut fragrances that I have on the tray. So that is going to be the tray for April. I'm going to be showing you guys a close-up now of the fragrances, but I just wanted to give you guys a big thank you for watching today's video, and thank you so much for your support. I'm so happy that a lot of you guys enjoy these perfume tray videos, and not just the tray videos, but just going a little deeper into these fragrances and doing reviews on them and trying to give the best descriptions as I can, because I do feel like the longer you use a fragrance, the more familiar you are with it, the better description you can give. So I honestly prefer those types of reviews. I love doing first impressions, but usually in first impressions, my opinion changes sometimes drastically. So I really do enjoy these types of reviews and really playing around with fragrances. So I'm a huge fan of perfume trays. So that is going to be it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you guys so much. Comment down below if you guys are doing a tray or which ones are you excited about to hear this month from the tray. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.